Hello everyone, it's Oceana Callum, your English professor, coming to you with your first video discussion, Why Read Literature? And so I'd like you to think about, at the beginning of this course, why we read, and especially what is this word that we call literature? I'd like to share with you the definition of literature as we find in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. In prose or verse, but especially writings having excellence of form or expression and expressing ideas of permanent or universal interest. And I think we can all agree that those terms excellence and permanent or universal interest are subjective, meaning that depending on who's looking, what is excellent or of permanent or universal interest can vary. So why do we read literature? I think even scholars will agree that when you get to the heart of the matter, why we chose this field, this profession, comes down to sheer pleasure in reading some of these works, and that's what we hope to transmit to our students as well. So that the ultimate goal in reading these works is to transmit the sheer joy that comes from some of these pieces of art. That is the sort of non-practical goal in reading literature, is to receive pleasure. And I have in each module a selected choice of text for you to read on the readings and media pages, but I encourage you to read around in the textbook and to look for pieces that speak to you, and you're also welcome to write about those. Other reasons why we read: cultural understanding what the society was like at the time, to know ourselves better, and to see what speaks to us in a work of literature and why. And finally, on the more practical side, to improve our writing, that it's like osmosis. Reading great works of literature improves our writing as we absorb the rhythms, the techniques into our own writing, and that being a good writer, even in this day and age, is crucial to being excellent at almost any job. So I'd love for you in the discussion to respond to these ideas and perhaps add your own. Why do you read literature? Why did you choose to take this class? Was it one of the reasons I mentioned, or was it something else? And just as we move forward in the course, some tips to get the most out of this course in terms of personal enjoyment as well as academic skills: to read around in the text, find what speaks to you, to read the pieces, especially the poems, aloud to better understand how they're put together. And I'll give some extra credit opportunities for you to record yourself reading some of the poems aloud. To set up a virtual appointment with me, I'd love to discuss some of these in a more free-flowing way than these discussions within the modules. And then finally, I encourage you, if you'd like to set up a meetup group with other students in the class, with or without me, I'd be happy to facilitate that. I'd love to hear your responses below.